All right, that's that goat's last. Okay, one more chance. I'll give her one more chance. If she Hey guys, welcome to Hidden Heights Farm. I'm Kevin, and I have a serious problem on my hands. So, if you've been following the channel, you know we got these baby quail here in the brooder in the shop that we hatched out from the eggs we traded and we got from keeping it Dutch. Well, I come out here in the shop and I'm missing 2 quail. So, 2 of these quail have figured out how to fly out of this brooder. So, we have got to get these things caught, and we're going to move these 2 baby turkeys and the rest of these quail out to the brooder. But first, I got to catch these other baby quail. Let me show you where they're at. These things keep flying out and wandering around on the shop floor. These things have grown so fast and they're fully feathered. They're ready to go outdoors anyways. So they are just growing so fast that they can fly right out of this brooder. You guys stand here till I can get you moved over. Alright guys, so I got the baby quail and the 2 turkeys loaded up in the cardboard box, and they're in the back of the Ranger, and me and my sidekick here are going to take them over to join the baby chicks and the other turkeys we have out in the rabbit hutch. Alright guys, so we got the baby quail and the 2 baby turkeys over here in the rabbit hutch. They're gonna have to get used to walking on this wire, just like their these other big chicks and these turkeys did. So I'm gonna go get their food and water put in here and let them get adjusted to being outdoors. Alright guys, so here's a little update. That turkey right there is the one that Dutch is getting in trade for the 32 quail eggs that these 8 quail hatched from. So I'm waiting for him to get back home, and hopefully he will take this baby turkey here pretty quick, so he can get it grown up and get it butchered by Thanksgiving. Alright, so I got these black Spanish turkeys in this pen behind me. We hatched out a few of their eggs in the incubator, and we got some of the babies in the rabbit hutch that were growing out to turn loose into this pasture. But I think the time has come where we're going to let this door stay open to the turkey pen, and we're going to let these adults out on this pasture and see what they do. Their wings are not clipped or trimmed or anything, so they can fly. I know the hens can. I don't think the tom can because he weighs so much. So we're not sure if they're going to stay in the fence. They might get out. It's kind of a risk because there's no guarantee that we can even catch them if they do fly out over the fence or in the trees. So we got the babies just in case, but I hate keeping things in little pens like this all the time. We want to be able to let them free range here on our place. So I'm going to open this door and let them out and get some grass and do their thing. And I don't know if they come back in at night. I might lock them back up at night and let them out in the morning, but I might just leave the door open all the time. I don't know. We'll have to see what they do. So okay, so we're out here in the turkey pen and the door is propped open. I'm gonna see if I can't get around them and see if they'll go out the door into the open. See if they want some fresh grass to eat. I don't even know if they'll go out the door. They've been used to it being closed for so long. Let's see what they do. See if they even notice the door being open. You guys are a couple feet away from freedom if you want it. Go on out there, guys. There they go. First one's gone out. Let's see if the others will follow. Let's see if Fat Tom can get over the board to get out of here. They're gonna love that fresh grass, I'm sure. They didn't have much fresh grass in here. They kept it ate down pretty good, so. Come on, big guy. See if you can make it out the door. And the only other problem we're going to have is the goats are going to come in here. I know that, as nosy as goats are. They're going to come in this turkey pen and try to tear things up, jumping around on the nest box and everything else. But so far, so good. These turkeys should be adjusted to our place. We've had them for over a year now. We hatched them from eggs. So hopefully they know this is home and they will not leave. They do have a lot of wooded areas all around them, so they might feel more at home in the woods. I don't know. These are domestic turkeys, not wild, so hopefully they'll stay in our pasture over here. They got plenty of grass and bugs over here, so hopefully they'll enjoy it and want to stay close to where they were raised. They sure are liking this grass, so it makes me feel better to not have to keep them in such a tiny pen, which it wasn't super tiny, but still they're enclosed where they don't really have access to all the bugs and the grass like the chickens do. So now these are free range turkeys. So while I'm out here over here on our small pasture with the pygmy goats, I want to take a minute to talk to you guys about Bear and to give thanks to everybody that left all the positive comments and prayers and such for our family. Every one of you that's been following our channel knows how important Bear was to us and to my family. So I just want to take this time to say thank you guys for all the nice comments and letting us know you guys support us. And I had so many comments on that video. I think I had almost double the comments on any other video I've ever posted. So I just didn't have the time to go back through every comment and give everybody a great thanks. So I just wanted to do this on the video and tell you guys thank you so much from me and my family for all the support during this hard time. We truly appreciate all of that. And it's been rough getting adjusted to not having him over here. It was a daily ritual, you know, feeding him and taking care of him and knowing that he was taking care of all the goats. So now we have to try to keep an eye on all the goats because we don't have a guardian over here for him right now. So just another chore we got to do that he did for us. And speaking of goats, one of the stubborn Spanish goats, I can hear her crying from way over here on the other side of the pasture. She's got her head stuck in the fence. So let's go get her out and we'll do a little update on the Spanish goats. They are about a week out from starting to kid. So let's go see how they're doing. Stay. All right, that's that goat's last. Okay, one more chance. I'll give her one more chance. If she gets her head stuck in the fence one more time, she's gonna get a pipe duct taped to her horns. Because it gets really aggravating to come out here almost every day to let her out of the fence. She should know better by now. Ah, these silly goats. All right, so while I'm out here in this pasture, I brought the brooders that I had all the babies. We've hatched from eggs this year in the shop. The brooders that were in the shop anyways. And we store them out here in this big pasture with all the fence and all the junk, I guess you could say. And I went ahead and brought them out here. We're gonna go dump them off and then we'll go check out these goats. Got some eggs, girl, huh? Got some eggs, girl? You gotta get Daisy her eggs. She loves her fresh eggs. Alright, here comes pregnant mama. Big one. Actually, they're all pregnant, but she's the fattest so far. She should be really, really close to having her kids. Her bag's pretty much filled up. Alright guys, you guys ready to eat? So I'm still giving them a little bit of grain, about a pound per head of goat. Just to supplement them a little bit here, because they are within a week or two of having their kids. So any day now, we could have kids on the ground from these black Spanish goats. Which one of you is going to be first? Not you, I know that, you're a boy. Here, Tiny. Come here, girl. Come here. Look. Okay, so since these black Spanish goats are so close to kidding, with any kind of breed of goat, you can know their due date, but sometimes they'll come a few days early or a few days late. You never know. So we do know that the first one was bred. She's actually due. The first one that we've seen bred is actually due, like I think May 30th. So any day, you know, we could have kids on the ground. So it's very important to at least come out and check the pasture and the barn and these black Spanish goats at least a couple times a day to make sure there's no complications, you know, make sure there's no kid hung up in the birthing process, or the mama's not having problems with the kids, or the mom's not rejecting the kids. That way you can get them bottle fed or whatever and try to keep them alive. So that's just part of the process of these goats. You seen me mow around this barn to keep that grass really low. That way the moms can bring the baby kids up here and hang out around the barn, and we can kind of keep an eye on them a little better. So stay tuned for our videos, because maybe in the next video, you never know, we might have some kids on the ground. Right, Daisy, you ready to see them kids? Huh? All right, guys, so I'm really surprised on how fast those quail are coming up on 3 weeks old, and they're already flying out of the brooder, which is like 3 feet tall. It's amazing. 3 more weeks to 4 more weeks they're supposed to be laying eggs. So how crazy is that? Take a creature that just hatched out of an egg, and in 6 weeks they're laying eggs themselves as adults. It's amazing, some of God's creatures. So you guys seen the video of the storm damage that I posted the other day? That same night, I didn't really get any footage, but that same night my parents came over, Rachel and the kids and I. All 6 of us were in the cellar, and we had a tornado touch down in the town next to us, and it was heading right towards us. We got to actually see that tornado go right over our house. It was crazy. It was coming up and down. Luckily, we were blessed. It went up before it got to our house and stayed up in the air for another 25 miles or so, and it came down on another town, Jay, Oklahoma, and it did a lot of destruction there. So we were fortunate that we did not get any more damage from that tornado, but we did get to see it, and it was pretty amazing. It was actually dark when it came in, so it was hard to see. You could only see it when it was lightning. But oh man, it was scary. That was probably the scariest I've ever been in a tornado. I knew we were going to be okay because we were down in the cellar in the ground, but I didn't want to open that cellar door up and not have a house standing there anymore. So thank you guys for all your thoughts and prayers about Bear and us with all the storm damage. We still need prayers. Oklahoma is in a big disaster right now with all the flooding, and we keep getting more rain. It's not good. It's historical level flooding, so hopefully everybody makes it out okay. I know a lot of places, houses and businesses and such are destroyed, but hopefully no lives are lost. So keep us in your prayers here in Oklahoma. And thank you guys for watching this video. If you're new to the channel, I ask you guys please hit that subscribe button. We're gonna have some Spanish goats hitting the ground pretty soon, the new baby goats. And we're going to keep an eye on these turkeys we just let out of their pen. They're free range now on the little pasture. Hopefully they stick around, so stay tuned for that. And stay tuned for the growth of these little quail. So thanks again for watching this video, guys. We'll see you next time.